Hello, welcome to another Genshin Impact video. This time I'm going through what I do in a day, what my daily routine is, and what I do when I play the game. So first things first, whenever I log in, I always go and check my resin. Am I at cap or am I close to cap? Right now I'm 105 out of 120. Usually when I log in, if it's close to cap, I try to do a boss or domain, something that I need. Like if I need materials per se, like today it is Friday, and if I need these Mist Veil elixirs, then I would go do this domain and try to get as many materials as I can. If it's an off day, for example, if it is a Monday and Thursday and I don't need these lustrous stones, then I would take my resin and go do a boss instead. It usually just depends on what you're trying to do, what you're trying to focus on, and what you're trying to upgrade. So, for example, I'm trying to upgrade Bennett. Let's say if I want to enhance his weapon, if I want to ascend his weapon. I'm not there yet, but if I wanted to, I would need these Mist Veil elixirs. So I would, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I would go farm these materials. I usually try to avoid domains that drop artifacts, and only artifacts, because most of the time it's like, they're very niche things. Like, for example, this one gives pyro damage, which is really nice, but it'll only help one or two characters on my team. Whereas if I were to do a boss, yes, the upgrade materials are only for one or two characters, but it also drops more general artifact sets, so that anyone could use. So in my opinion, that kind of makes it more worth. So my priority for like resin usage would be bosses, material domains. Then I would, if I didn't need anything, then I would do artifact domains, and the very bottom for me would be ley line outcrops. I mean, I get early game that's the only thing that you really can do for resin, and go ahead and do it, because you don't have anything else to use your resin on. So just go ahead and do it. So right now I'm going to go do a boss real quick, and check back in afterwards. Okay, one boss complete. I am now at 66 out of 120 resin. Now, next on my list, I would usually go and do my daily commissions. And if you don't know, daily commissions are these little purple icons on the marker where they're just kind of daily quests that you would do. They're really easy. It takes 10 to 15 minutes max, and they give you a lot of rewards. You unlock them at, I believe, adventure rank 12, so they're not that hard to do. You can do them at literally any character, basically. They're usually easy, like kill quests or fetch quests, or usually not that complicated. And you do always end up getting a lot of rewards too for it. Like, if I check the Adventurer's Handbook, right now if you go to commissions, you see that there are 4 daily commissions, and each of them will give you 10 Primo Gems and 225 Adventure Rank EXP. So if you complete all 4 of them, you get these bonuses, so it's a total of 60 Primo Gems and 1,500 Adventure Rank EXP, which is really nice to help boost you in your Adventure Rank. So right here, this one is probably just a few simple kill quests, so this won't take too long. And so after you're done with all your daily commissions, you can come to Catherine at the Adventurers Guild, both either here or in Liyue, and you can go claim your extra rewards. Really nice. And while you're here, you might as well check on your expeditions. I'm not unsure which level expeditions are unlocked, but when you can, it's usually nice to just send extra characters you're not using to, you know, do other tasks and get other materials, like, for example, carrots and radishes. But usually the most lucrative thing to do is for mining, and there's, I think, 3 total mining spots so far. Yeah, 3 total mining spots right now. And I personally don't really need any of these other materials, so I just have Kaya going out getting Mora, even though taking like 8 hours for 1,500 Mora is a little bit excessive, I feel. So after daily commissions are done and everything, the expeditions are cleared up with, I usually go and do some more bosses. Usually if I still have extra resin, maybe like I'll usually use it up now and do other world bosses. But if I don't have any resin, or if I want to save it for later, I do bosses that don't require resin. So for example, the electric mages, the mist mages, the rune guards, they drop materials that are useful for upgrading. So for example, the sergeant's insignias and mistgrass pollen, so on and so forth. And there's usually multiple of them spawned into your world, so you click navigate, it'll mark it on the map where the closest one is, or not actually the closest, I don't think it's the closest one, but it's the just one on the map. And after you kill it, you can go back to Adventurer's Handbook, click navigate again, and it'll take you to the next one. And you can keep doing this over and over again until you've killed all of the bosses of that type. So after I've killed all the electric mages, then it will show a gray respawn timer over the icon in the handbook. So right now let's take care of this mage. Okay, so I just killed this electro mage. So now if I go back to the Adventurer's Handbook, I can go bosses, click on the electro mage again, click navigate, and it'll take me to the next one that's on the map. So you can keep doing this over and over again, like I said before, until the gray respawn timer kind of pops up, like this for example. This is the weekly boss, but it's the same kind of symbol. It'll tell you roughly how long it'll take to respawn. And usually I only stick to the ones that I really need the materials from, so like I only really need these sergeant's insignias right now. So that's what I'm farming. But if you want to, you can go down every single boss that doesn't require resin, and you can kill all of them in both Mondstadt and Liyue. And also, if you have the extra time, and if you have another friend that plays a game that has the same world level as you, you can also go to their world and kill all of these bosses too. And both of you can get the loot, and vice versa. They can come into your world and do the same thing, because the loot that drops in co-op is different for each person. And so after killing all the bosses and getting those materials, I would go look at what other materials I need. So if I go back to Bennett, let's say, and I want to upgrade his talents, let's say his normal attack level up, I need these Silver Raven insignias. And so it says they're dropped by level 40 plus treasure hoarders. So I would go around the map where treasure hoarders usually spawn. I have a few spots like labeled here. I haven't labeled all of them yet. There's a few that where like they frequently spawn, usually around this area too. And so go kill those mobs to get those materials. And after I'm done with that, those are all the main objectives I try to complete every day. After that, it's kind of up to what I want to do, you know. It's like maybe I want to go tackle higher levels of the Spiral Abyss, or I want to go treasure hunting, or there's a bunch of challenges around the world that I haven't done yet, or maybe I want to collect all the oculi for the statues of the Seven. Right now I've already completed all the animoculi, so now I just have to go and complete the geoculi. But it's pretty much whatever you feel like doing. Like maybe you want to go mining. I have some crystal chunks marked on the map, which is nice for making the prototype weapons. It's like after you finish, so the main things you kind of need to do are your resin objectives, be that bosses or domains. Then you need to do your daily commissions, the non-resin bosses, and then material gathering for whatever you're trying to upgrade. Those are kind of the main things I would go after. That should be it for today's video. I wasn't trying to make a very be-all end-all guide, but this is what I do in one day in Genshin Impact. Thanks for watching.